Are you nuts?
Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101, and today we'll be doing a stock review on Lizhi. Lizhi is a organization that kind of mirrors prior to Clubhouse. So I don't know if Clubhouse is copycatting off of Lizhi. Lizhi is out of China. Nonetheless, it's doing very, very well. It popped during yesterday, went up 70% yesterday. Now it's up 42%, about to go on 43%. So it's very imperative that you guys get on the stock right now before it hits $20. Right now, it's $15.70, and we're going to get into the breakdown right after this. So let's go right into the stock review, and let's figure out if this is going to be a good stock for us to actually, invest in, because I think it's imperative that we actually get onto stocks very, very quickly as we do this stock breakdown. Okay. So as we look at this, and the reason why I'm at a year, because if you look at 5 years, this stock just released on January 17th. Okay. But we go back to a year. So far, this stock is up about 41%. The past 3 months, it's been up 637%. And we're going to get into why this stock is popping right now. The last month has been up 289%. The past week, 357%. And today it's up 5.8%. Okay. Let's read a little bit about it, and you're going to see why it's absolutely kind of similar to Clubhouse, but not the same thing, but it's very, very similar. It says Lizhi owns and operates an interactive audio entertainment platform and an online audio platform in China. The same thing how Clubhouse is only but audio. So it's very, very similar. And we need to understand that Clubhouse is practically new, whereas though this company has been around since 2010. The company's app Lizhi allows users to create, store, and share their own podcasts on mobile devices. Again, this is exactly like Clubhouse. With the help of intuitive recording and reach their audience through various discovery tools, Lizhi was founded by those Chinese gentlemen, and we will move on. They have roughly 641 employees, and again, they were founded back in 2010. And for you guys who may speak Mandarin or Cantonese, this is how the app essentially looked on the Google Play Store. Now, what I did was I kind of went through this, and I looked at a couple of reviews and things like things of that matter. And one of the things that this guy here, Baron, says is the app is great if you know Chinese. What he means is Mandarin and or Cantonese, and you can sign in via WeChat, which is another Asian app that I actually am aware of at my time in Korea. So again, if you guys want to go check Lizhi out, again, that's similar to Clubhouse, but again, you might have some difficulties if you're not fluent in Mandarin or Cantonese. Okay. So going back to the stock review, as we're looking over this stock, their earnings are for the fiscal year of last year was actually doing very, very well. Nonetheless, they are still performing at a high rate. Now, when we look at their performance here, on Market Watch, we can tell from year to date, they're up 273%. That's 273%, even though that their current EPS, which kind of gives you the indication, is a marker to let you know if a company is operating out of debt and or profit. They're a company that's operating out of debt, and most companies that are new, again, this company came out in January 17. They came public, that is. They've been around since 2010, but nonetheless, anytime companies become public, more times than not, their EPS is always negative as they're moving more market shares. And the analyst rating on MarketWatch is buy, okay? But it's only 2 ratings, okay? There's only 2 people stating buy at this particular time. We go over to Yahoo Finance. All of the performance outlook, as you see right here, ladies and gentlemen, from 2 weeks to 6 weeks, up 6 weeks to 9 months, up 9 months plus, up, up, up. So they're already telling you the projection. They're already giving you the analysis that this could be a good buy. Now, the one thing that I don't really understand, quite frankly, yet, as doing my research, I don't know why the stock is already overvalued. I don't agree with that based upon my research that I've done. Now, some of the top stories from the Motley Food, Blues Network, shares of Lizhi saw 70% on Thursday, and today they're still doing the exact same thing. And you can notice here, ladies and gentlemen, as I move along here, this stock is so brand new. Zacks do not have a rating on it, but I do want to go with some analytics that I think that may be pertinent to the stock review that can actually help you. Give me 1 second here. So they're already saying in the industry, according to Zacks, that they're in a top 47% out of 253. They're around 119. That's not bad. They're only in the bottom 19 out of 16 when it comes to percentage. I think that's all that's pertinent for that particular stock. And here's a news story that Motley Food did for Lizhi, and they're basically just breaking down how they rallied to 70% on yesterday. That this is a Chinese audio entertainment company. Again, audio entertainment is what Clubhouse is dealing in well. So this is already kind of giving you the outlook if Clubhouse would become public. And I can't wait till Clubhouse comes to Android. I'm not buying a Apple phone or anything like that just to get Clubhouse. I'm not doing it. I'm saying with my Android, I know some people are Apple crazy. I'm Android crazy, but I don't think one is better than the other. I digress. On Thursday morning, it says here, Lizhi said it struck a deal to create a branded podcast channel for Mart, a leading toy designer and retailer in China. It will mark the first such channel on the company's new Lizhi podcast mobile app. Branded podcast is a new way of branding. Let me see if I can blow this up. All right, here we go. I'm right here. A new way of branding, and this collaboration is an attempt of Mart to use a different medium to increase its brand awareness amongst its audience. Now, the CEO Marco said in a press release, Lizhi looks forward to collaborating with more enterprises and brands in the future to help them reach new audiences. And anytime you're reaching new audiences, you're reaching new money, you're reaching new profits. Increase brand awareness and engage their users with curated podcast content. That means they're bringing entertainment, they're bringing podcasts. And I'm just going to read this last one right here. It says, incredibly, Lizhi share price has soared more than 400% in the past week. However, there hasn't been much news outside of the Mart deal to support such a large upward move. When a stock price rises rapidly in a manner that can't be explained by its fundamental business performance, investors should be careful. Taking some profits in Lizhi might be a prudent move. Okay, so you guys absolutely have to be aware of some of the pitfalls. Okay, some of the things that may occur in the appreciation and profit of your stocks when you're going with Lizhi. But right now, Lizhi is popping. It's kind of like you need to watch this stock because outside of the Mart deal, there's no other deals that's on the table. But they raised essentially 400%. But another big thing about that is how big is Mart in China? That's why a lot of times you have to take analyst ratings with a grain of salt. So I'm just going to do a quick Google search. You know me. I'm just going to ask Google how many Marts are in China. Let's see. Because we know in America, we have Walmarts and they're everywhere. Like who knows how many Walmarts? It's over 1,000 Walmarts in America. So right here, and I'll let you guys see what I'm looking at here. All right, that's going a little bit too crazy. And it says right here, from a single shop in a mall in Beijing, it says to a group with 114 outlets and 825 vending machines across China, it took Mart just a decade to become the biggest toy enterprise in the country. So again, this is a big country. This is a big organization here. So I understand why that was one of the inputs in order for that stock to pop the way it did. Okay, let's move right along. So here's another story that is kind of, again, comparing Lizhi to Clubhouse. It says here the strong growth of the invite-only audio social media app Clubhouse has increased investors' bets on similar podcasts. Shares of Lizhi, the NASDAQ-listed Chinese podcast firm, once soared by more than 70%, closing at $5.16 on Tuesday. But look at it now. Tuesday, this stock was $5. Tuesday, this stock was $5. Okay? Now look at it. And it's still popping. It's still up. Let's see where it is today. It's up 8%. Okay? Let me move on. It says, similar to an unfiltered live podcast, Clubhouse allows users to create or jump into different rooms for real-time discussions on various topics after logging in. The company is still in its infancy, and most discussion involve technology, entrepreneurship, and other Silicon Valley issues. And they're going to say, and blah, blah, blah. Let's jump down to Lizhi was founded in 2010 and launched the Lizhi app in 2013, which allows users to create and host their own podcast. Very, very similar to what? Clubhouse. Live streaming performances, interact with other users, and follow their favorite hosts and channels. The company went public on January 16th of last year and raised $45 million by offering 4.1 million shares at $11. Now, according to Lizhi financial report for the third quarter of 2020, net income increased by 10% year on year to $53.2 million. The total number of average monthly mobile active users reached 56.2 million, a year-on-year increase of 21%. So basically, they're telling you that this company is growing at an exponential rate. So not only do it have a lot of users, not only are they in business with Mart, the largest toy maker, toy manufacturer distributor in China. This is a big thing. So this stock may not, it's possible because this stock market and everything, you know, this stock may even pop to $20 by Wednesday. I'm just saying with a grain of salt. Just take that with a grain of salt, but it may be probable for you guys to start investing in this stock before it hits $20. It's already up close to $16. Let's look at it again. Let's look at this one more time. $16. It's already up 10% today. Okay. It's already up 10% today. If you notice, and I'm going to talk about my portfolio. I only have $6 in here. So I'm going to go ahead and invest my $6.46 here. I know, small change. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and buy right now. Okay, Robinhood, here we go. All right, done. So now I'm gonna come back. Let me see. And these are just some headline news and some other information I was looking at. I was all over the internet trying to really research this stock to give you guys the best information possible, so you can make a educated investor decision to invest in this stock or not. And here's just some press releases that I found here on Bloomberg. It says, Lizhi, the law offices of Frank Cruz reminds investors of class actions on behalf of some of these stocks that are listed. Then it says Lizhi on February 4th collaborates with Mart to create the first branded podcast on Lizhi Podcast. And it goes on to say some other information, which essentially could be very vital. It says announced that a class action lawsuit has been filed. Let's see here. Let's see what this is talking about. Anytime companies go to court, it hurts their shares. It really does. All right, I'm not really saying anything pertinent that's going to hurt the stock. Just doing a quick review. Give me 1 second. It says by the commencement of this action, Lizhi shares were traded below $4 per share, a decline of over 63% from offering price. Then you want to go back to where this actually happened. So this happened. It says here, if you have incurred losses in the ADR of Lizhi Incorporated, you may no later than March 22nd, 2021, request that the court appoint you lead plaintiff of the proposed class. Let's see what else. This is a long class action lawsuit, but I want to know the actual just cause of this lawsuit. You don't want to go and invest into a company and they're going through a class action lawsuit. You can lose a lot of money. So this is important. This is what I wanted to pan out. Again, you have to take this stock review definitely with a grain of salt and be a well-educated investor, because this can pan out for your good And again, Liz House already popping at 620. And again, they're still doing very, very well. They're already up 12%. Right before your very eyes. Let's see how much money I made on my $6. Let's see. Let me do a refresh here. How much money have I made on my $6 investment? I know it's small change, but I'm going to show you some of the things I've been doing with my portfolio. Okay. The market just turned live. So let me go look at my portfolio. And I've been doing very bad with my options. Just to let you guys know, I've been doing very horrible with my options. Okay, Robinhood is taking, let me do it one more time. There we go. And if you notice, guys, I was up to $41,000 in my portfolio, and now you see me at 35. I have not been doing well in the market ever since the whole debacle with GameStop. I have not been doing well at all. Truthfully, it's been a travesty that I'm doing this horrible. And let me show you how much I'm losing with Tesla right now. So what I did was I sold a lot of my positions, and this option here expires, I believe, in March. Let me make sure. March 5th, I have one contract. The cost of this one contract, okay, is $7,000. This is how much I did this one contract. I am down $2,000. Okay, I'm down $2,000. And boy, you can't be an impatient investor. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So as you can tell right here, it says that my cost, that's what we're looking at. Let me blow this up even more. My cost was $7,000 for this option, okay, for the option to buy 100 shares of Tesla. But my market value, which if I cash out today, is only $5,000. Now I'm down $2,000 and $35 and counting. For some reason, Tesla is $9 down, $10 down, and still dropping from my $852.50 call. So you're going to see this number to increase rapidly if Tesla does not reach $852 by the expiration date of March 5th. Thank God I have some time to recoup some of my losses. I have a month in total, okay? Because if you look at it right here, this is my position of Tesla, okay? This is my regular shares of Tesla. And as you can tell, it shows right here that my investment, my cost was $2,100, but my total value is $4,200, and I'm making 98% return as a profit of $2,000. Okay, but today I'm down $41 at roughly less than 1%. But nonetheless, my option contract, look at my today's return. I'm already down $450. So we have to understand that my portfolio is doing horribly bad, and I'm just going to let it ride. Like today, I'm already scheduled to lose with NEO $800. Let me see this. Let me look at this. I'm going to ride NEO out. Look at my market value. I'm not going to make any money off this option. This is one of the risky options I told you guys not to buy, and it is not paying out. This option I bought, let me show you. Let me show you this option very quickly. Where is this option at? Okay. So here we go. NEO is actually trading at $57.30. I have a call for $65. So what's going to happen to this option is it's going to expire out of the money. NEO has not been performing on the same trajectory that I thought it once was, but nonetheless, my total return on this total option is a negative $812. My cost was $815. I lost another grand. Okay. So again, I told you guys, do not, essentially buy risky options. You want those options at least 3 to 6 months out, if possible. A lot of times you can be lucky. And anytime you're trying to be lucky, then you're gambling. That's what we need to understand. That's the difference between investing and gambling. Gambling, you're essentially relying on luck. Investing, you're relying on history, news, indicators, analytics, You know, all these tools that you have at your disposal, whereas those luck, you're just rolling the dice. And with this particular option, and now my portfolio, ladies and gentlemen, is down to $34,000. Okay, right before my very eyes, and you can see my Tesla contract is still going down. I'm not too worried about the $7,000 right now, but if this doesn't start to turn around mid-March, I'm gonna be very worried that I may lose $7,000 because I'm gonna let this ride. I believe Tesla has a propensity to bounce back like they always do. But I can tell you right now, when Tesla starts to pop and I'm in the green, I'm selling. But right now, Tesla is in a market correction. They're in a market pullback. Now, as you can tell, AMC, I'm already down $1,200 in AMC. Okay. And my total investment is $1,300. My market value is only $117. So essentially, AMC, ladies and gentlemen, is only $6.65. I have to wait till AMC gets around $7 to make some money. So again, it's been a very, very bad 2 weeks for me. I've already lost, I want to say $1,500. I had an option that expired out of the money. Just to kind of wrap this up when it comes to my portfolio, let's just take how am I doing thus far in the total percentage of my portfolio. Okay, I'm still up 190% on my total portfolio. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm up 190%. But boy, I have been losing some money this past couple of weeks. That's okay. That's okay. And this will show you my portfolio has decreased. I don't have as many stocks as I once was because I sold all of those stocks to buy that option for Tesla. But as you can tell, this is T-Mobile. I'm down $8. This is IEC, the stock review I gave you guys last week. I'm down $81. Then, of course, I'm down $1 of the investment I just invested. And then we come to cryptocurrency. I'm actually up 700. So cryptocurrencies are up. Individual stock market, when it comes to my portfolio, is down. That's the way the market has been moving. All right, let's see some of your questions here. We got Lakeisha C. Good morning to you. Good morning, learning every day. Thank you for moderating, good sir. Let's see what else we got. Killer 187. He's putting out some other stocks. He got OGI, MOTS is their tickers, and TELL. Thank you for that information, brother. I will be writing those down. Ladies and gentlemen, please tune in at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to have a Nigerian brother on here who's going to walk us through how to buy land in Nigeria, which also will help you to understand how to buy land in Africa. Let me tell you what's going on. The Chinese, the British, they're in the Caribbean and they're in China, and they're in Africa, and they're buying up a lot of land and they're making millions of dollars off of this. They're buying millions of dollars off of this. And so let me give you another piece of this. Immigrants from those countries who have land come over to America and they may be riding in an Uber. They may have their own business, but a lot of them have their own businesses and lands back in Africa and the Caribbean, and they still come over here and buy land. So it's imperative if you are visiting Africa that, you know, you may be subject to a deal where you can buy land for the low. And it's very imperative that we start to expand outside of this corporation, because essentially, again, when it comes to America, you can't buy land in America. People think, yeah, I got 3 acres of land. Stop paying taxes on it. That'll tell you if you can actually buy land. In these other countries, especially melanated countries, when you buy land, the land is yours. You don't have to pay taxes on it in most cases. But again, he's the foremost expert in this. He's a lawyer as well, and back in Nigeria. So he's going to break this down at 10 a.m. Central Time. So make sure you notify that. Make sure you set your reminders so you can get that information. And it may just get information. You never know. You may use it now, later, or in the future. Okay. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. Make sure your family and friends know in case they're having a trip and planning to go to Nigeria or Africa, and probably think about some investment opportunities and buying land. Have a great day. I usually don't say that.